Good afternoon. Welcome to the QCIS channel. On this channel, you get a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. And today is going to be no different. My name is Leon Jones, and this presentation is going to be for the second project from my TLI 315 class, and that's new product development. Now, when we deal with any type of new product, there are different things that you have to understand. One of the questions is there a demand for a new product? Why do we need a new product? Is this product going to work with today's green technology? Because the environment, particularly in my industry, construction, has changed everything. Everybody wants to go green. You hear everything about electric cars. We have smartphones. We have smart houses. It's not a bad thing to go green. Now, in my field of construction, before we can market anything out, how do we make products green? That's the question. Now, today, I'm going to talk about a product. It's not grown here, it's known as bamboo. So everything that I'm going to reference in today's presentation is going to come from the Asian countries, primarily China. And I'm going to talk about bamboo. Now, many of us know what it is, but here in the United States, it's not a big factor yet. But in other countries such as India, Japan, Hong Kong, and China, bamboo is becoming a construction material. And you can use bamboo for just about anything, from furniture to buildings. And what you must understand about bamboo, it is grass. Now, let me share my screen, show you what I'm talking about. All right. This is a PowerPoint that I just finished. China, bamboo is a sustainable material in the building industry. Now, as you know, we're dealing with virtually a new product. Now, what kind of research do we need to do on a new product? Well, first of all, we need to know what it is. We need to know how strong it is. We need to deal with, can this product work in different weather conditions? Now, here in the United States, we have 4 seasons, unless you live on the Rust Belt or the Gulf Coast. Now, during this video, I'm going to talk about what is bamboo. Why is bamboo a sustainable quality material for building construction in China? The uses of bamboo in China for building and construction in other industries. Types of structural systems constructed from bamboo in China. And then we're going to get into the pros and cons. And then why is bamboo considered a sustainable material for building construction? Now, after I give my commentary, I'm actually going to show you some structures of how bamboo is working for building infrastructure in China. First, what is bamboo? Well, when it comes to bamboo, there are over 1,000 species of bamboo. Now, of course, this is an amazing plant, and it grows in tropical and, of course, temperate environments, and it is very hardy. It's very hardy. Here's the problem. When it is very hardy, there's an abundance of it, so it can get wasted. But the good thing about it being very hardy is it doesn't need pesticides or herbicides to grow well. As I stated before, bamboo is a type of grass and it grows from its roots. When it is cut, it grows back quickly. And most species take 3 to 5 years to mature. Now, why is bamboo a sustainable quality material used for building construction in China? Well, when it comes to any material, we talk about strength. Well, bamboo has a natural strong fiber. So, with it being strong from its fiber, it's superior to hardwood. It's also versatile. So, the versatile quality makes it a very good material for flooring, roofing, concrete reinforcement, scaffolding, piping, and for walls. Bamboo is also very flexible, and when it grows, it can be defined to grow into specific shapes. Its shock absorption capacity makes it a great building material for earthquake resistant houses. Now, of course, some areas in particularly the Asian Pacific, have a lot of tsunamis, which are high tides. Now, the good thing about bamboo, it can withstand winds, hurricane force winds up to 170 miles per hour. It's also light in weight, and thus transportation of bamboo is very easy. Like other materials which require use of cranes and heavy machinery, none is required when building with bamboo. Why is that? Well, when you utilize cranes or different vehicles to transport construction materials, well, heavy materials can tear up the road. You're using fuel. And when it comes to cranes cost money to rent. Now, when you're setting up a marketing plan and you want to develop a new material, you have to figure in the cost of fuel and transportation costs. That's what a number of people don't do. Now, if I want to market this product, this is a big selling point, because how would I get bamboo from the site where it grew to the construction site? You can basically use a pickup truck. You can use a car. Like I said, there are over 1,000 species of bamboo. Now, when bamboo is properly maintained, it could last very long. In fact, it can last longer than wood lasts. Also, as a product, it is cheap and ready and available in areas where it's cultivated. Again, bamboo is cheap and readily available where it is cultivated. Transportation of bamboo is also cheaper than other materials. Let me hit that point again, a selling point. We're doing market research. Bamboo is cheap and readily available in areas where it is cultivated. So when you transport bamboo, it's much cheaper to transport than other materials. Now, I got everything out of the way, such as how I would sell this new product, how it's transported. Let's talk about the uses. Again, now I talk a lot about construction, but in China, bamboo is used not just for construction, but other industries. Now you can use bamboo to build roads, you can use it for clothes and textiles, medicines, food, furniture, buildings such as houses and schools. You can also use bamboo for fuel, scaffolding, utensils, rugs. So if you're going to develop any materials, that we utilize, like utensils, I would go with bamboo. Now, of course, how would I sell it to America? Well, in America, if they were going to use bamboo, we would have to find a way to grow it because, again, bamboo is a tropical grass. Now, you could probably grow it in Key West, place where it's really warm, somewhere down there by the equator, because that's one of the warmest parts of the country. And you may be able to grow it just south of Miami before you get to the Florida Keys. So, in order to market that material here, the issue is going to be where we're going to grow it and how we're going to grow it. And when do you grow it? Because generally, again, when you grow bamboo, it must be in a warm tropical area. Also, bamboo can be used for structural systems. I'm talking about structural foundations for buildings and houses, walls, flooring, roofing, bridges, room partitions. Now, when I talk about a room partition, most people believe that walls are inside of a house or a building. No, walls are exterior, partitions are interior. And partitions divide up the rooms in your house. That's what a partition is. So, other than partitions, you can use bamboo for framing, stairs, sidewalks, support structures, such as columns. Now, when I'm looking at developing any new product, of course, it has to be tested. I want to make sure that it withstands compression or tensile test, how much stress and strain you can put on the material. And once you find all of the information out from testing, you can then evaluate the results of the test. But you also have to look at, before we even go into the testing phase, what are the pros and cons of bamboo as a construction material? Well, some of the pros that I gathered, it can be used as a structural reinforcement. So, in other words, bamboo can function as a structural reinforcement or a substitute for wood in some construction processes. It is also a renewable material and growing rapidly. It doesn't have any type of cause for erosion or deforestation. Now, the thin rods of bamboo can be used as pipe or hydraulic installation or storm drains. And I will show you some structures when I conclude this presentation. It can also be used in a decorative way on interior walls. Now, the cons. Remember, I told you there were 1,000 types of bamboo. So not all types of bamboo can be used for construction. Now, here's a big issue. If bamboo gets wet, it will deteriorate faster than wood and concrete. That's why bamboo is a little cheaper than wood and concrete. Wood you can treat. Concrete you have to process because concrete is made from aggregate, limestone, sandstone, and water. So it costs a little bit more to manufacture concrete. Wood you can get from trees. Wood can be bad if it's got knots in it. Wood could also rot. Bamboo is a grass. So bamboo, because you have 1,000 types, there are going to be some types of bamboo that are stronger than others. Also, when it comes to bamboo, it does require some preservation. And when I mean preservation, you got to put something on that that new product or that product to preserve it so it doesn't deteriorate. Durability. Bamboo must sufficiently be treated. Why? Because bamboo is a grass. So there is always a chance that you will have a fungus or insect attack before you can use bamboo for construction purposes. Now, when we deal with sustainability, we're also talking about green. So why is bamboo considered a sustainable material for building construction in China? Well, here are 3 items that I came up with. Most important quality of bamboo, it is environmentally friendly. It is renewable, and bamboo forests can be grown in a few years. Its naturally waxy surface does not require painting, and it makes it safe from health hazards caused by plants, which contain toxic substances. Bamboo can be smoked in its own resin, making its surface impenetrable to insects, therefore protecting it from insect infestation. Bamboo can also be grown in a variety of climates, and houses made of bamboo do not require use of other materials such as concrete, steel, etc. Pesticides and other chemicals need not to be used while cultivating bamboo, and that's what makes it more eco-friendly. Number 2, when you deal with bamboo, you have a reduction in pollution because when you cultivate bamboo plants, they can reduce pollution up to 35%. And the 35% is the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And what happens? Once you reduce the carbon dioxide, you can produce more oxygen. So basically, studies have shown that all of the building materials that are used in construction with bamboo, it's the least hazardous in terms of waste as it can be recycled and it does not have disposal problems. So the roots in bamboo basically help control soil erosion as it creates a water barrier. And in developing countries, and China is a developing country, they use bamboo to protect their crops and villages from washing away. So in essence, bamboo consumes high quantities of nitrogen and thus it helps reduce water pollution. Hence, it is good to grow bamboo alongside industrial areas where it converts wastewater into nutrients for its own growth. Bamboo is also known to desalinate seawater. And like I said, there are pros and cons to every product. So when you have an existing product, you can improve it, but you're still going to have pros and cons. So despite all the drawbacks, the sustainable and environmentally friendly features of bamboo make it a great building material. A few drawbacks that bamboo can be mitigated with research and the use of bamboo as an alternate building material should be encouraged to make our earth more green and pollution free. Now that I have all of that out of the way, I want to show you some building structures of bamboo. What you have here, this is a bamboo roof for home in rural China. Now, I say that because when you get out to the rural areas, they're more poor. So they don't have access and they don't have the resources to purchase material like wood and concrete. So they have to basically look at the land and find the best resource to build their homes. And this is a roof made of bamboo. Now, you go into a suburban area of China. This looks like hardwood. That is a floor made of bamboo. You don't see that here in the United States. And you don't see any knots. It's been treated rather well. Now, of course, you're going to have to send it to a plant to process it, but it is a good material, especially for its versatility. And its versatility is it stops sediment and erosion control. Well, it's good for sediment and erosion control. You can use it for furniture, clothes, all the other items that I named in this presentation that we use daily here in the United States. This is a school building made of bamboo. What you see here, this is a wall system for an office building, all made of bamboo. Now, what you have seen is different infrastructure from the urban areas to the city areas. So you can make something with bamboo and it could look like you just got it from the forest, or if it's treated properly, you don't even know if it's bamboo, but it is bamboo. See how it's treated? And it's pretty sturdy. Here's another bamboo house. Now, what these are bamboo columns right here. Columns hold up the house. You have to have strong columns because the house is a dead load. This is an office building made of bamboo. It's one of these columns that I told you about. Now, remember I told you there were 1,000 species of bamboo? This is strong bamboo right here. You won't bend or you won't break this bamboo. In fact, you even have bamboo that can be used as reinforcing rods. We call them rebar in the engineering field. That basically provides tension to the concrete to make it strong. These are beams. It's all bamboo. I also told you that you can use bamboo for a piping system. This is a piping system. What it's doing, it's taking storm water and bringing it through looks like an arch, or I call it a culvert, transporting water. You don't see any sedimentation in the water because it keeps the sedimentation out of the water. There's a bridge made out of bamboo. In construction, we use a lot of scaffolding, especially when you're building buildings. This is scaffolding used for building. Now, again, I had to refer to China because, or I could have done India as well, but the Asian countries are the countries that have the most bamboo. Now, the question is, can you grow it here in the United States? You probably could, but they're going to have to come up with a facility that can house it. Because again, this is a tropical grassy type of material. Now, told you about rebar. Well, right here, they're going to put a concrete slab in, and instead of using steel bars, because see, when you use steel bars for concrete, sometimes the steel will rust. And when the steel starts rusting, it can weaken the concrete. Well, you don't have that problem here with bamboo. Again, bamboo is very versatile. And again, this is another species of bamboo. Very green. And if it's treated properly, you can have some strong furniture You can have some strong houses because it's all about the strength. It can also handle the weather. So if I wanted to build a house, bamboo, let's say on the coast of North Carolina, it's built right, it can withstand 170 mile per hour hurricane force winds. Again, bamboo is very cheap. And overall, when I would market a material like this, I'm going to run tests to show you that it's strong, also show you different pieces of infrastructure that make bamboo versatile. We're going to do a lot of documentation on bamboo, and I'm going to show you how cheap bamboo is. So overall, when we deal with bamboo as a product, it's very versatile. And I would recommend it for building homes and even buildings here in America. It's environmentally safe. It doesn't cost as much as wood or concrete. And most of all, it's very versatile. And that concludes this presentation on bamboo. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for some political and social content, you can check out my other channel, the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show on YouTube as well. Now, if you cannot find the QCIS channel or the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show on YouTube, you can check both of those channels out on Twitter. Now, for the QCIS channel, I also have a LinkedIn page. So this video will be posted up on my LinkedIn page as well. And I'll post videos like this on my LinkedIn page because my LinkedIn page has a lot of educational content, and there are other videos up there as well. So you can check those videos out. And again, I thank you all for viewing this content on the QCIS channel. On this channel, you get a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. I want you all to have a wonderful and gracious evening.